You guys wouldn't believe the deal that got done in Fargo, North Dakota. Jamil worked with Dawson on this deal. We got Chris Nere, a SubTo leader, to work with Dawson. Jamil made this whole thing happen. You would not believe the deal structure. Welcome to Fargo, North Dakota. I swore up and down I'd never come here. And my gosh, I was blown away. Fargo was incredible. I can't wait to tell you all the things that happened today. I went into Fargo, North Dakota in an RV park that is like basically barren in the middle of nowhere. And I thought, wow, this is the ugliest city I've ever been to. And I was proven so wrong. It's a bigger town than I was expecting, to be honest. What would I do in Fargo, North Dakota if I had to start all the way over? Who would I do it with? What would I do? And how would I do it? I will tell you that at the end of this video. All right, so what we did is we came to Fargo with a massive gift for everybody. In fact, I'll give you guys the same gift right now. I called my friends at Prime Corporate Services and I was like, yo, people have their corporate structures like all messed up. They're setting up their LLCs in Fargo. They're setting up their LLCs in Minneapolis. Like, that is the wrong place to set up your LLC. You should also never have your name on your LLC. So the gift I came up with is I called Prime and I said, hey, will you give everybody in my audience a 1-hour consultation about setting up an LLC, looking at their current structure. So like, even if you have an LLC set up right now that you feel like is good, they will literally look at your whole structure and be like, hey, based on what PACE teaches and all of our CPAs and everybody else, how to avoid taxes, have anonymity, have protection, you're doing it wrong. And then they'll give you a quote on how to fix it. You're all doing it wrong. Go to startwithprime.com and get set up with them. Look at that doggy.
Hey, puppy.
I could live here. I was expecting a very small room in Fargo, North Dakota. How many people do you think were there? We got to count it up.
It was over 100.
Oh, easily over 100. I would say 150 was probably the number. It was sick. Fargo is popping. I'm telling you, Fargo's the new Manhattan. Okay, that's far-fetched. Here's what was challenging about Fargo. You guys will watch the footage and see how hard it was for me to get energy out of this group. Was it awkward or was it funny, Roberto? Did I make it funny?
You made it funny, but it was awkward.
It was hard, right? By the way, I love having those audiences because then I learn how to be better even when audiences actually give energy back. Now, the thing is, we ran out of leads in Minneapolis. We cranked through all the leads, did a bunch of deals, which was awesome. And so we pivoted. We actually changed up the strategy of how we wanted to work the room. We're gonna take 3 minutes and share each other's contact information on that group so you guys all get each other's contact info. You guys are all gonna be an individual team. These are team captains. What we're gonna do after we split up on teams is we're gonna give each real estate agent a directive to find a specific type of deal.
Yes, sir.
Break. So we found 5 real estate agents and 5 buyers and paired those 5 buyers and 5 agents together and then paired the rest of the room up together on those teams to watch agents try and find these buyers deals. And oh my gosh, dude, people were stopping me in the parking lot going, dude, that was so fun. I've never had so much fun. But don't tell anybody I had fun. Yeah. What's up, bro? Good to see you.
How you doing? Take off.
Oh, you are? Oh, cool. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for putting this on.
Did we just lighten up Fargo a little bit or no? We helped a handful of people do deals. I think my favorite one was Dawson, the wholesaler, working a deal with Chris. That was so fun to watch. Go back and forth, and structure a partnership in the room.
Well, anybody interested in buying a wholesale deal here?
Like for a fix and flip?
For a fix and flip?
I mean,
we got a live contract right now. You want to?
Who has the contract?
He does, right here, Dawson.
Dawson, can we break it down?
Let's break it down. What, 4 bed, 2 bath, right?
Yep, it's a 4-bed, 2-bath.
4 bed, 2 bath. Square footage again?
Square footage is 2,100.
2,100 square feet. ARV on this is 210 conservative, probably 220. It needs all of it. Dawson's selling it for $89,900. Who wants to buy that?
Chris has looked at this deal.
Do you like it, Chris?
He has opinions about it.
It can work at the right price point.
Where do you
He
think
would
it
buy
needs
it
to
if
be?
it was at the right price. He thinks that the renovation's $100K.
Okay.
Why is it $100K? Is it a full gut?
It's already partially gutted.
Okay.
The foundation's gonna need attention. Full renovation on the inside of the windows.
Has a new furnace.
It has a new furnace.
Hey man, it's got a new furnace.
It's an air conditioner.
Spoken like a true wholesaler,
Yes,
brother.
dude.
That was
Yeah, and
awesome.
I think
So you about 210? Is that fair? Would you say
I'd
210?
say that's, yeah, if you did the rehab right, you could get to 210.
Okay, so we got a 210, solid 210. Where would you need to be on it?
65, 70.
You need to be at 70K. What about you guys?
Yeah, probably there too.
Probably there too. Okay, so possibly need to renegotiate a little bit.
But what if he got the price down to, let's say, 75, 70? Would you split some of the deal with him?
I was gonna suggest that to you when we were talking last week, that if we got to that bottom level, that we do a profit share on the project.
Would you be willing to give him 5K up front and then a little bit of a profit share on the back so he has a kicker?
We could do
See,
something.
that way he's got some money to pay his bills right now.
He needs a
and
haircut.
little, you know?
He needs money right now.
He does need a haircut, yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's the cool haircut right now.
Basically, this property was a rental about like 2 years ago, and yeah, the tenants just destroyed the place, and the
It's
owner,
been sitting for 2 years?
yeah, it's just been sitting here. The owner lives in Florida.
Oh,
So
this
he-
guy's gonna sell it to you for 70 all day.
Yeah, so he just kind of, his grandson's just been taking care of the place, and that's kind of where it's sit.
Why did you get stuck at 80K?
That's just kind of,
Did you think that was the right price at the time?
someone offered him 90. And so he was saying he was going to go with this guy that offered him 90, but the guy wanted to do like an inspection and a longer closing, this and that.
Oh, I was just going to say my favorite quote of all time, buyers are liars, sellers are worse. The seller might actually be lying. What?
And builders.
Yes, that's right.
And I know the seller does owe a little bit on it. I think it was like 20, or still.
Okay. He's in Florida right now, which is like midnight. The easiest way to negotiate this is if I'm Chris, I'm calling your seller. I'm going to say, hey, I'm Dawson's new partner. He actually had another partner that backed out because the renovations were way higher than they thought. Dawson came to me because I'm known in town. I do a lot of deals.
Doing this deal with him that way, where you get a little bit of money right now and then you'll get the knowledge, because he'll let you understand what's going on in the deal. He's going to keep you in partnership in it. Now you get to be a part of a fix and flip, which you weren't a part of before this, right? So now, I mean, you've now taken yourself from just a wholesaler doing, a handful of deals in a year to you're working on your first fix and flip JV.
Yes.
Which is pretty damn good.
And also, when you actually touch a renovation for the first couple of times, you can start speaking a little bit more intelligently to these sellers that you're negotiating with. You can send them photos like, well, here's my last flip, and here's me and my partner. And it just establishes a little bit more credibility, gives you like an extra $10,000, $15,000 off your negotiations prices when you can speak like logically, right? If that makes sense. Chris also understands creative finance really well. So what he could do is he could go to the seller. Let's say the seller's like, absolutely not, I'm not lowering my price on 80 grand. Are you freaking kidding me? I got another offer. Chris could go, okay, well, what if I can guarantee you 80K? Would you let me renovate the property first? He would just convert this into a creative transaction where he doesn't have to come up with the 80, because your 80 would require closing costs plus hard money costs. So that would cost an extra $5,000 to $7,000, maybe 10. So really at $80,000 using creative finance, he's in essence buying it at 70K on cash. Do you feel confident that you could negotiate this 10 grand lower, or do you feel confident you could convert this to a novation?
Oh, either way.
Either way.
It just depends on what the seller needs, right? It all comes back to what they really need, like what's actually important to them. For some of them, it's like, I just got to be done with this. I got to get out of this. I was hanging on for a little while, but it's not coming together, right? And other people, it's, I'm stuck on a number, and I need that number no matter what, and that will motivate them to carry or do a novation but allow more time, right? If this guy was like, hey, my mom's going into a nursing home and I have to pay for this whole thing for a year next month, that's a different conversation.
Totally. So this is the newest collaboration in your life, bro. 100%. Give it up for Dawson for taking action. I love that. Okay, so after the meetup, Jamil and I just got a text message from Chris Nere. Shout out Chris Nere. Here's what he said. He goes, hey, remember Dawson's wholesale deal from Fargo?
Of course.
Of course, Jamil made it happen. Young, shaggy haired wholesaler. Like we need a reminder, Chris. He's just being overly polite. He had it locked up at 80 cash, which was way too high. No way that was going anywhere, let alone anything for him. I just reached a new agreement with the seller, which means Chris Nere made the call. $68,000 purchase price, actually $2,000 less than what he thought he could, with a $28,000 seller finance for 6 months, meaning the seller will actually get a little bit more money by doing a creative offer, but he'll get paid on the back end once the deal is all the way done. He says, gives us plenty of time to turn this baby around and sold. We'll bring in a hard money lender, no problem, and carryback will cover most of the upfront cash needed. Easy PML for the rest. We're going to get Dawson a $5,000 upfront.
Let's go.
And $15,000 kicker on the profits above 30K on the back end, and some education for Dawson along the way. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Chris Nere, shout out to you, bro. You are incredible. And by the time I'm reading this video, we are already in Omaha, Nebraska, which just tells you the pipeline of deals that we are doing along the way. We're creating this massive pipelines that deals will get done for months and months and months after Jamil and I are gone. Freaking awesome.
It's so great. Dawson's gonna make $5,000 from showing up to a meetup. He's gonna get 15% equity in the deal, over 30K, which will probably end up being an additional $5,000 to $10,000 for him. So Dawson took some time out of his night, and he came in, he made a guaranteed $5,000, probably another $10,000 as well, and he gets an education, and he made a new buyer friend. All of these things happened because he went to creativenationtour.com and he registered to show up. Guys, what are you doing?
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Each one of the buyers, you are the buyer for this team. You are gonna tell this team what you're looking for, and I'll stop by. Where's our agent? Okay, he's gonna tell you what he's looking for. He's your buyer. We need to pair the buyer up with the real estate agent. Where were my buyers originally? Where's Eric, the guy that was trying not to be our buyer? Dude, you are so much taller than I thought you were. Okay, so you are our agent.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna tell us the buy box,
Yeah.
and you're gonna go on the MLS and you're gonna try and filter for that kind of stuff.
I already found one for him.
Well, then show everybody else how you found that, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a
How I found
laptop, a phone? What do you want to do?
How I found it? Well, it's my listing. I just listed it 10 minutes ago.
Did she just barely tell you about this?
She just told me about it.
I showed him a picture.
Okay, guys, what's your name?
Trace.
Trace already found Eric a deal. It's her listing, and it's in his buy box. Did this literally just happen?
Okay, but did you just have
We didn't talk about the buy box quite yet.
Okay,
She just
cool.
told me
But
about
did
it.
you
Okay,
just have one of
so
those?
Eric, this is Eric. He's my new friend. He's my top 5 best friends in Fargo. You in Fargo?
Yeah, okay. Fargo.
He's my top 5 best friends in Fargo. He's going to tell you guys his buy box, and you are going to show them how you would pull that up. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll come back to this. You'll also tell them what you have and see if it's a good deal. We'll be back. Do we have a buyer in this group? Or do we need to move a buyer over to this group? You're our agent. And what's your name?
Ben.
Ben, heck yeah. Okay, Ben, we're going to get one of the buyers to come over here. Where was one of my other buyers? Okay, here's what we're going to do. Can I grab you and put you on this team to be their buyer?
Sure.
Okay, this is Bryce. He's top 6 best friends of mine in Fargo. I love Bryce. Bryce is doing projects in town, and I want Bryce to tell you what kind of stuff he likes to flip and see if you can find anything on market or what have you, and show people how you would find that. Are you cool with that? Okay, cool. All right, so if I was gonna start all the way over and I'm in Fargo, here's what I would do, because this is so easy. There's no competition at all in SubTo or seller finance deals. There's just none. I would go to real estate agents and say, will you pull every house that is 4-bed, 3-bath, or more in Fargo that have been on the market for 120 days? Because I'm gonna submit SubTo and seller finance offers, and I'm gonna turn those into pad split. This market is so prime for pad split. And pad split is like the wave of the future for single family. If you guys are in single family and you're getting your teeth kicked in with Airbnb, I would look at turning your Airbnb into a pad split house. Go to splityourpad.com to take a look at pad split. They're incredible. That is who we use for all of our single family co-living properties. For those of you guys that are wondering, hey, are you coming to my city? Go to creativenationtour.com/locations. We'll put a link down in the description or put a QR code on the screen. By the time this video comes out, we will already be by Sioux Falls. Then we'll be in Omaha, Nebraska. Then we'll be in Iowa, 2 Iowa cities. And then I'm going to take a break for 3 days, go celebrate my son's birthday in Phoenix, Arizona. And then we're going to go back to St. Louis, Missouri. I'm so excited about seeing you guys. The meetups are getting bigger and bigger and more lively. People are getting the energy. We are changing the way people think. People literally were like, there was a guy that left tonight and he stopped me in the parking lot and he says, I've been in real estate for 30 years. Nobody's ever cared about collaborating with us like that. Nobody's ever come to Fargo. Thank you so much. I'm like, wow, dude. So thank you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It really does help us out. Roberto's hands get tired holding this camera at my stupid face. If you won't do it for me, do it for Roberto. What would you farm here?
I'll do chickens.
Chickens? You'd farm some chickens?
Yeah.
Look at all them chickens. We'll see you in the next video. Later.